Okay, so here I am. And now this is the MCI stage that we built for client proposals. Of course, the biggest idea is having our own studio inside the new MCI office. And we developed a lot of technologies and integrations. But our main goal when we started this was we need to find a way to make better presentations for our clients. When everything started happening with the pandemics in Brazil, the value chain was totally disrupted. So we were being called by clients to present proposals in RFPs. But in the same bid process, they were calling MCI, AV companies, platforms, technology companies. It was just crazy. And we were losing the most of the proposals. So we said, let's change it. Let's make our proposals more interactive, more visual appealing, and that changes our conversion rates, and we started to win a lot of business. Then we realized that this solution is not only for client proposals. It can be used to run an event for clients. So this is the Cybermeeting that I'm going to present to you now. It's a solution that we built initially for better proposals, and now we are selling it to the MCI clients. I want to do a little bit of interactivity here, so let me first see if you have your cameras open, then let me bring you here on the gallery. That's first thing I want to see you guys. Okay, so I can see David, I can see Karen. That's a cool thing to do live when you're presenting a project to a client, because you see the reactions and they see themselves in the screen. They go like, wow, this is something, because I'm trying to sell digital events. And what's the best way to do it than putting them inside a digital event? David, my friend here, he knows that the inspiration to build this was Jim Lee and the Fandom event that happened past year. But then we learned how to do, and we went deep developing it to make it better product. Let me log in you into an interactivity platform. So please, the second screen here, and I'm gonna ask you to use your mobile just to scan this QR code. We are using Spark technology for the interactivity part. You are very familiar to it. It's a French company. They're our friends here. Competitors of Slido at a certain point, but I prefer this one way more. So just scan it. You don't need to fill anything. Just pass the registration part and log into the section directly, because we're going to use just simple interactivity. I don't need your data here now. So scan it, go into the session, and I'm going to launch our first poll. It's a question for you. Let me release it. So, in your opinion, what is the Cybermeeting? This thing that I'm showing you now, what is it? Giving you some time to think about it. And then answer it to me. All right? That's why this is the Global Innovation Team. Because you guys are very clever. You are very smart. So that's why I get the most of the right answers here. This Cybermeeting, you guys can put the right answer, is letter C. We did not develop anything. We only used, it's a good lunch, David. We only use...
I'm so sorry.
No problem, that's fine. Fantastic. We only use existing softwares, so we do not develop anything. Here we are using Teams together with Vmix, together with Notch, together with a lot of softwares that we build an architecture of softwares. So I was saying that this is helpful to win more projects when you are trying to sell digital. Let me change the scenario a little bit and bring more brain to this presentation. So this is a brain. We built it for an Abbott RFP. We were competing against other agencies, and it was a neurology event. They were talking about depression and brain issues. So we say, let's build a nice stage for them and bring a brain to the stage. This is going to be a nice scenario. And of course, we won it. We already delivered this event to Abbott, and now they are doing yet more events with MCI. We have more than 50 events confirmed this year for Abbott using this type of technology. So yes, you answered correct. Cybermeeting is a solution that MCI is selling to its clients, but it's purely software architecture. We are very deep into the API economy, and then we are plugging softwares by softwares by softwares and then delivering it to our clients. Just as you are seeing here, it goes to the client events, it goes to our project presentations. We are doing it from inside the MCI studio. So in the next slide, I'm going to speak a little bit about the integrations. Imagine that you want your client to have the possibility to open Mix and speak to me with no delay. As you can see, I could do it right now and bring it back, David here, and open his camera and me. But there is a little bit of delay because we are everybody inside Teams, and I'm doing a turnaround and bringing you to the screen, and then you feel the delay. But what we do, we integrate software. So if the client demands this experience, is the moment where I'm going to use real lives. So Cybermeeting, as this is purely software architecture, it can integrate with Zoom for the speakers, Teams, DigiPlays, Real Lives, Tihu, Spatial Web. We already did a streaming inside Verbella, that is a second life, and we are there with our 3D stage. But I want to tell you about about the beginning, how it started. There is a little video here that I'm showing you now. That is the new MCI office. As I said, it all started in the beginning of the pandemics. We were doing innovation, research and development before because of Campus Party. We were already doing lives and broadcasts for campus. But when the pandemics reached to our market, MCI in Brazil went from 250 talents to 60 that we are now. So we shrink it a lot, and we needed to move our office. We rented this place that you are seeing. It's a co-work, and now you are entering to our MCI studio. This is our digital project manager. This is our studio guys. They are here now. We called a partner, called it Class Tech Experience. One of the suppliers that were with me developing innovation products for the MCI Brazil clients. They embraced it, the idea. They came together with us. They put the equipment that we needed, and we started to develop Cybermeeting, discovering Cybermeeting together. Now you are seeing a few events that are actually happening inside the MCI office. You see, it's not a big chroma key, it's not a big studio, but it's a big effect that we can create on our clients when you're presenting just like this. Okay, so now another example for you. We have a lot of agribusinesses in Brazil, and we have a nice client that is Syngenta. You probably know and work with them. Let me show you what we did for Syngenta. And all of this that we are doing, the Cybermeeting, it's real-time compositing. We are really composing it in real time. If I'll try, in French, I would say composition en temps réel. Would I want fine? Could it pass? The composition en temps réel. Not bad? Thank you so much. So this is really what we are doing. There is no tracking camera here. Promise you, no Steadicams. Everything is being done by software. It's a special effects, a little bit like Pixar or Warner Studios does, or the Fandom event that I just mentioned before. It's everything software. The camera is not moving here. The way we change the perspective of the cameras in the software, it composes the scenario in real time. So it's a very cool effect that we can bring to our client events. I'm going to show you another example here. that was built for a digital learning experience. The Brazilian Society of Knee Surgery came to us and said, our physicians are bored and our sponsors are bored. We cannot deliver webinars anymore in the same way. Can you bring us a nice solution for this digital learning part? How can we educate our doctors? And then we built this. This is the knee stage. We did a 3D modeling of a knee, and then we presented this to the association. Now, all the pharmaceutical companies that actually are the sponsors of the association are using it for the medical lessons and classes. It's make it way more interactive, engaging, and visual appealing. They are using holographic elements, just like a bone. If I'm giving like a class, educating another physicians, I can use this 3D inside the stadium, rotate, zoom in, zoom out. So that would make the lesson more visual for the audience that is attending the event live. So thank you very much, Mr. Ni. You can get out now. That is fine. I think they got it. This is the innovation team. They need 1 second to understand what we are doing. But guys, there is yet another one I want to show you. That is our most impressive product. We call it the 3.0 version of the Cybermeeting. And is when we mix video game with digital events. So this is a very deep language. We are, again, making the render in real time. We're real time composing it. We did this for Ticket, for the digital convention. And again, we made this for the proposal. During the competition phase, we are competing against other agencies, and they say, I presented in this scenario for them. Of course, we won the bid. They had a creative storytelling behind the convention. There was a Viking camp, and we built this entire Viking. Oh, take care with the fire. We built this for them, and we made an impressive event. It was 8 hours straight with content, and I think I can bring you guys here one more time, just so you can enjoy a little bit the stage. It's very cool, right? This is really a nice one, and it's a Viking camp. And what we are doing also a lot is using the teletransport, just like Edward did with David in our Global Academy. We are doing it for remote speakers and capturing them in front of the chroma key and implementing in our interactive stages, just like I'm doing now. Let me welcome Mr. Granite here. Please, David, join me on stage. Thank you, man. So,
hey, Nate.
This is...
I'm here. Wow. We've been busy transforming, adapting, and spotting new digital opportunities.
I agree,
Virtual
man.
environments, holograms, VR experiences.
That's what we do. Thank you, buddy.
Really amazing.
See you next time.
Better. I looked better a year ago. Huh?
I would say, Dave, you are one of the most famous people in Brazil, because I've been doing so many presentations using your footage. If someday you come to visit us, our clients already know you. And say, hey, you're not the guy of...
Are you that guy? Great. Hey,
I think I know you.
To Brazil. Now I can lie about it. I can say, I'm going to Brazil regularly.
Exactly. I'm all the time in the studio with Ney. So we're doing it with you and Seb Chaussee, that we already have also some footage that you sent us. So every time that we have footage in front of the chroma key, we can implement one-on-one proportion. And we are doing it with international speakers for our clients. We did live with MCI Germany. We recorded MCI Germany together with MCI Brazil doing a presentation, and they were both one by side of the other one. I do have another stage to show you that is one of I like it most. That is an entire city. Let me change the scenario here. Thank you, Mr. Dave Granite. And now I ask you to come back to the Spark application on your mobile phone. I'm gonna launch a word cloud. It's just a simple word cloud. I love this glass stuff here. You can put videos, slides, PowerPoints into the glasses, and you can turn it around. So this is an MCI video. I could have any logos or PowerPoint slides into the other sides. And again, the most important thing I want you to memorize from this presentation, real-time compositing. This is important. We do it live. So get your Spark application. I'm going to launch a word cloud, and you just help us filling it. In one word, what is your first reaction to a presentation like this? How much you like it, what you think. You can populate it, and I'm going to bring the results live here. There we go. I have an amazing. You can feed it more. Expensive. Somebody said expensive. It's not expensive. I promise you, it's not expensive. As I said, we do have a little studio here, little chroma key, but yes, very cutting-edge equipment. The computers are amazing. The screens are amazing. The technicians are very good. But remember, this is genius software architecture being driven by genius technicians. This is it. We do not develop any new software. We are using what already exists. Spark is French. Notch is, I think, is English. Vmix is American. So we're just using existing tools to create a nice experience. I'm going to do that thing again to send it away. Gabi, can we do it? Just send the words back it away. All right. And so from my side, this is it, the presentation. I'm going to come back to the team so you can ask any further questions about it. And thank you very much for the opportunity. We recorded this presentation, and then I can share with you later so other people can see. Just want to make a last quote here, mention that more than a year ago, I came to Brazil managing director, Igor Tobias, the crazy guy I am, you know me, and it's like, hey, I have a fucking crazy idea. And we started thinking about it, but it's changing. It's not the MCI business, get too much involved in studio. We were breaking our minds a lot, and if everything is happening now, and MCI is going to have a good result in the pandemic year, which is the better news we could have. But it's because Igor, more than a year ago, he believed. He said, okay, Nate, do your prototype, do your shit. I believe in you. I believe in what you're doing. And then he bought the idea and opened the studio inside the MCI office. That means a lot when you get a certain amount of square meters and say, this is for the studio. And the results are here, you are seeing. And more important than that, the results are in our reports. And it's results selling more events to more clients. Thank you very much. And I'm back with you on Teams in a second.
It's really cool. It's really, really cool.